Brr!
What's going on, Gary?
I was watching the Dilly Bopper.
Did you see who I saw?
I saw Mark Westmoreland first.
I saw Mark, and then Shannon Weiss, and then Brian Gilchrist.
Right on. Brian Gilchrist. It was so cool to meet him last week and sit around the campfire and shoot the breeze with him. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Flying H. That was cool.
Yep.
From Topeka, and hung out with us on Saturday, and hung out in the pit and walked around, and got a little 69 Mach 1. He's cool to,
it was cool to finally meet him and put a face to the name and all that. Right. That was cool. Yes.
Right.
Craig Metcalf, Andrew Lovett, Shannon. Hey, Shannon. Jim Lauer, Shelly and Kurt. Hi, Shelly and Kurt.
You drove through the same dust storm we drove through, Shelly Kurt.
Yeah. I slowed down. That was really, really dusty.
I see
Mark. Yep. Mark says, good evening, gentlemen. Hello, Mark.
Mark, good talking to you all weekend.
Man.
Pretty cool shirt you had on, wasn't it?
True. Mr. Harper in the house.
In the house.
The hardest working guy the last week, probably.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Harper right behind him.
That's right.
Jim Lauer.
Hey, Jim.
Do we even know what day it is?
It's the day in between Sunday and Monday.
Jeepers. I feel like it's been nonstop since, Flying H made us tired. And then through the whole week, still tired.
Yeah.
And then since Friday after work, it's been nonstop.
Yeah. We've been going.
And
and that's it. People don't see, in between the races, you got to work on the car every night to get it ready for the next event. And or prepare the trailer or prepare whatever. And of course, you're working 10s, 11s, and all that stuff too. So,
yep, got to get out of bed and go to work.
Yeah, you're on your first break when I get out of bed.
Probably, or 3 cups of coffee deep anyway.
Yeah,
I might here periodically. I might mute this because I'm gonna sneeze. I feel a sneeze coming.
On the way home, you did a 6er. You sneezed 6 times.
Man, I sneezed again here earlier, and I thought I'm gonna have to get a handle on this.
Yeah.
Andrew says, Andrew says, good evening, fellas, and he says they killed it. Thank you, Harpers.
Yes, round of applause.
Yep.
It was just a touch windy out there today, so your probably allergies are kicking in.
Craven is watching. Craven, how was your JJ babysitting session? How did that go?
Yeah, JJ
hopefully things went great for you guys.
Yeah.
We missed not seeing you yesterday, Craven. You missed a great race and a great track.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have fit right in there.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Bam. Well, where do you want to start rocking, Rodney?
Start rocking.
Ooh. Oh, what do you do here, Craven?
Crazy face or something there.
Oh, kind of a. Is that the face of how the weekend went over there where you're at, Craven?
Uh-oh.
Help! Mrs. Harper says you're welcome. Hey, there's Troy. Hey, Troy.
Troy made it home.
Make it back home. Don Monosmith is watching. Hello, Don. Don, we saw Eric today down at Mid-America Dragway. Rodney, we was talking to Mark and Stefan and Eric Monosmith in the Chevy too. Don Monosmith is Eric's dad.
Yeah. Now, Monosmith, wasn't that name popped up when Stan was down there? I remember that. Yeah.
Yep. Blake and Eric. Yep. Blake wasn't there today, but Eric was there with his Chevy too.
Yeah.
Eric has another Chevy too, street car. This is like more like his bracket car stuff, and he's got a '66 Chevy 2 street car that goes way, way back. Made me start spending money way back in the day. I haven't stopped.
Kind of really.
Yeah. Known them guys for a long, long time.
See Richard Pete watching.
Hey, Richard.
Did a little dedication. That was cool.
AJ says the track was absolutely killer.
That's
cool to see AJ rocking around racing a car there.
Yeah, got him a little third gen rolling out.
Richard Pete says, thank you guys for everything this weekend.
Yep.
Troy's out mowing the yard to keep
Oh,
up.
Man. That's a full-time job trying to keep up with her.
To keep up with Tiffany. I have nothing to do with it.
I can tell you that right now. I'll be doing it again tomorrow.
Brian's here. Hey, Brian Wise. Yep. Oh, I missed another one. There he is. There's Brian.
Right on. Good seeing you. Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, it was fun hanging out Saturday.
Yeah.
Little toasty, but it wasn't 100-mile-an-hour winds like it was today. Woo.
Yeah, once the sun went down, we were all right.
Yeah. Donnie Betthauser, that's the starter guy at Mad.
He worked all weekend.
Dude, they were hustling, man. They did great.
Yeah.
Working. All right. You ready to?
Yeah, let's get it.
Oh, there's the wrong button there. All right. Well, let me move us over to the side here. We'll start with Neil Chance Racing Converters. Neil Chance Racing Converters gave a shout out. Congrats to all the Kyle Smith racing team. A nice Wally on top of the engine of that alcohol funny car, right?
Heck yeah. Look at that.
Man.
That is awesome.
Cool to have there. That's quite the piece.
Quite the piece. That's quite the team there too. You know, I think last year they won some awards there with NHRA as well, crew chief of the year and that sort of thing. You know, Stan, his dad's been doing this for a long time, and so they're definitely hitting their stride. And I know Mel Hamilton supports them as well, so it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, and wasn't this funny car in Mel Hamilton's booth at PRI back in December? Right on, cool.
We got to see this up close and personal.
Yep.
Yeah. Sure was.
That's cool. Some local people killing it like that.
Oh yeah. Kyle knows converters. Stan knows converters.
Converter belong in funny cars.
Ain't that right? Come on now.
That's good.
I'll do a power pump too. Maybe one of these days I'll be cool to get a power pump. Loving that.
Mark says, first time we got to see Richard Pete's Dodge in person. That thing looks fast sitting still, breathtakingly beautiful.
Agree. Well said. Yeah, they got to see it over there. They had it on Projax on Saturday, and they did a nice little dedication to Richard Pete. Had a moment of silence and before the national anthem, and then after that, I think after E1, they fired it up and kind of had a little fire up session there. Had some good pictures and that sort of thing. So nice little dedication for the Harpers to do that, and May Browers and working with the Petes.
Yep. Sean Gordonier is watching. He's a fella from the little town where I grew up in, Bennington, a couple years older than me. Right on. How you doing, Sean?
Nice.
We're in here goofing off, having a good time.
That's what it's all about.
In my I would say short time to gather as much as I could for tonight, I ran across this from Joseph Thomas. We raced with Joseph last week at Flying H Streetcar Takeover. He was racing what's that street class Jason was racing? Not Street Fighter.
I think it was Street Racer, wasn't it?
Street Racer, that's it. So he was racing with Jason Flowers.
Okay.
In that class. Everybody knows Joseph Thomas, the garage built guys.
Yeah.
So he raced in this deal, and I read some of this, and I thought it was pretty interesting. He says he took the trip down to old US 36 this weekend for the KCOR no prep shootout. Decided to try something new and enter the street car class, but you cannot use a trans brake. So kind of a new style racing for us. But through the 3 rounds, we ran with 6 cars. We pulled it off. Being a turbo car and trying to leave off the foot brake was a challenge. But when that boost kicks in, it's a total different feeling, and we was able to pull off the win. I want to thank everyone that was there helping me, brought home a little bit of money and a nice old trophy to add to the shelf. Great to see all of the all of our customers from Garage Built Racing out there getting it done as well. That's an interesting way to race.
Oh, no kidding.
Especially a turbo car.
Yeah. That's back in like 2000,
Man. Oh yeah. He posted that. When I was snooping around, I seen that and I wanted to pull that up and that's quite a way to win with a turbo car when you got a foot brake and do everything that you don't want to do when you're racing, when you're driving a turbo car. Yeah. And he had a cool picture from the winners circle deal here.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yep. Those are some cool dudes. They're real fun to hang out with.
And that's what it's all about, right? I mean, you get the winner circle picture, tops it off with the cherry on top, but just hanging out with your friends. You build something in your garage collectively together. You go to an event, make it happen, go some rounds. That's all we're trying to do. No matter, it don't matter if it's our group or Jake Mason's group or Devin's group or Craven's group or just whoever, just having a good time.
Yeah. And since you brought that up, if I ever come up missing and you can't find me,
okay,
don't go look at Devin Brown's place because I may not be there. They're so cool to hang out with. You know what I mean?
What I'm
saying. I zipped down on a golf cart yesterday and was hanging out with them guys, and Russell Foreman was there, and
right on.
And, Tabitha and Jason, they're all hanging out, and man, they are so fun to hang out with.
They are, man.
So if I come up missing, don't look there.
Is that the first place we're going to look?
I don't know. Hey, he did say his grass is looking better.
Oh, okay. Well, we need to get some documentation on that. Just a verbal confirmation is not going to be enough.
Yeah, but it's only been April and May. Let's
sure.
June, July, August will be the test.
Stretch it out. All right.
Yeah. Can it survive the heat of the summer?
Right on.
Let's just comment down here. Amy Wiggins says, "Hi guys, it's the Musics on the YouTube side." Cool.
I see Brendan. I see Tracy Lynn, Gary Allen.
Oh yeah, Tracy Lynn, Gary Allen, Craig Piercy, Brendan Mock. Hey Brendan.
Cameron Marsoff.
Cameron.
Congratulations, Cameron. Car's rocking.
Jason and Devin are great people. Yes, they are. Cameron's watching. Man. Shane is watching. What's up, Shane? Some pictures of some pictures you took. That is so cool.
Great shot. Yeah, it's Friday night. And,
you didn't take this, did you? Did you take this
no,
picture?
I'm not this talented.
Is that Skylar?
Yeah, Skylar took this. Yeah.
That is a cool picture.
Yeah. I'll post her that one.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
You sent that to me. I was like, oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Even for a white car, it all looks good.
Well, I was getting ready to say, Gary, it ain't too late.
Joe says that's a cool pic.
Heck yeah.
Another kind of a pretty standard pit shot there.
Yeah.
Cooling things off, chilling.
Yeah, in between. And I see some people on the far end. And then what was nice to the left is Troy Park next to us. We were able to kind of have a little camp right there. Everybody just hanging out. And, that's what it's all about. Racing cars is cool, but just hanging out with your friends.
Double up some shade there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You got a picture in the lanes here.
Yeah. No, that's a good shot there. I think what this is on Saturday, I want to say this is like one of the first little qualifiers, if you will. It was a little hot. It was tough to get down on during this time, but Harper worked on it and the track came around. It was stellar.
Yeah. I see you, you and Devin are first up there. Was you're ahead of him there? What?
Well, I mean, I walked up to him and I go, "Hey, let's just call this the finals right here." He agreed, so we just forgot to tell everybody else.
You got a Carling time right there.
Yeah, couple
using his first to the lane tricks.
Yeah, that's it.
The next few pictures I got are pretty funny.
Yeah, Shelly and Kurt's right. Getting the glue right there.
Getting the glue. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, what you got?
Well, this happened.
Oh my goodness! I knew this picture was coming sooner or later. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, you want to tell the story? You want me to back the story? It's up to you.
Well, I don't care, but wonder what kind of shirt my mouth will print next.
Yeah, that's a good point. So everybody that doesn't know, on the last show we had a good time talking about it. Of course, Brendan and Shane here. I know Shane for over 30 years, racing with him on the street and everything, and then watching Brendan go up in a junior dragster and that sort of thing. And then, of course, now he's a small tire killer. But this is a good father-son team here, and they love their Pro Chargers. And so a little story too from 2000 to 2015. Like, I had a Pro Charger. That's what I raced. And so I finally went over to the turbo side. But they're always giving us a hard time about it, which we love. We love to have fun, joke it up, and that sort of thing. So they hit us up and said, "Hey, we got something for you." Because Gary, why don't you tell them that side of the story? Who came up with Limp Wrist Mafia?
Well, Shane was teasing on us about being turbo guys limp wristed. So we teased about that for a little bit, and then out of my mouth came Limp Wrist Mafia, and that's all it took for Shane to grab a hold of that.
Yeah. Well, and it looks like Shane is a single turbo right here, right? Because he's got one.
He's just got just one limp wrist.
Yeah. So like Troy, he's going to be a dual turbo, so he'll have dual limp wrist. Is that how it is?
Yeah. Well, and I was dual limp wristed, but I've got rid of one, so I've got I'll have one strong wrist anyway.
One hand back.
Yeah. I'll have one strong wrist. So I hope that works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what makes this shit fun. It just everybody has a good time.
Yeah. I got my shirt on backwards so you can see on the back side of it. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And hell, Gary wore his shirt all night, man. He was getting comments left and right.
I did. The sun went down and it got a little cooler out. I put mine on and rocked it the rest of the night.
Yeah. Looks like Cameron's calling Brendan out here. What's going on?
Hell, Brendan was working on a turbo car Saturday. Uh-oh.
Whoa, what are we doing here?
Oh, man.
Oh, shots fired. What's going on, Brendan? Huh? You in the closet? What's going on?
Shane says we all like our gay friends. Hey, if I keep saying stupid stuff, I'll get a closet full of clothes.
I mean, I'm telling you,
man, it's not a bad gig.
A decal out of it. I don't know if you can see it here, but
yeah, kinda. Yeah.
You get a decal out of it. So here's a story on this too. Like, as you saw that picture earlier where the car was and stuff, I would go over there and look, and like one section of my back window is like clean perfect. There's some dust everywhere else, and one section is clean perfect. And I'm like, I look over, I see some people are up to some stuff, and the next thing I know, this thing pops up, and a little wood there. I see what's going on. Got to keep my eye on the mocks there, the mocks and the Metcalfs. You got to watch out.
Yeah, you got to watch out. You need 3 eyes to watch on them guys.
Yeah.
What is this here?
Oh, Brendan's talking.
Brendan says, Cameron, exactly. Work on blower cars. Just go fast.
Oh, no. Come on. I think we got some pictures of some stories on that, but I tell that one wrong.
Man.
Speaking of, Drew came over Friday. We're getting ready to go, and we're just kind of waiting for the sun to go down. And he's over there with Marshall's camp, and he's like, hey, did you work on your car this week? In between Flying H and here. And I go, well, I mean, I change oil and stuff. I usually change oil every race, and not really. And then I go, what about you? Well, hell yeah, we work on that car every night. It's a nitrous car. We have to work on it. That was great.
You might get Drew in trouble. His boss is probably watching.
He said, you guys just waxed on it. Just a little wax off.
Waxed on it.
Yeah, that was
all. Wax off.
The plugs out, just put fresh set of plugs in. Top it off with fuel. That's all we're doing.
Oh, man.
Speaking of blower, I know Brendan's going to be working on a blower car. Hopefully he'll be out here pretty soon there, especially going into the fall when it gets cool again. Like we were talking about, Gary, he went from rain all the way to 90. This weekend came in.
Yep. Now it's almost time for summer break.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hide in the garage, turn the air conditioner on, and go to work.
Yeah, that's it. Now we appreciate the guys here, And when we all retire from racing, stuff like this is what we're going to remember.
Yep. And I told you, I don't remember who it was, but I was wearing that shirt and somebody said, man, you kind of got to be able to take some shit, got to be able to handle people throwing some shit at you. And I'm like, yeah, you take some shit and you give some shit. It works and it's all in fun.
If you have thin skin, don't get into racing.
That, me and Webb talk about that a lot. And he said, if you race around us, you can't have thin skin. They're the same way.
Yeah. You're in trouble when people ignore you. If someone's giving you a hard time, you're good.
Right.
No.
Catch a couple. Was that
you? Got one there. Yeah, something else.
Cameron says we need more than a plug change now. Uh-oh.
Well, he's got a spare bullet sitting there, so he's good to go. But
Drew's probably not doing nothing, so
he ain't doing nothing. He's sitting on the couch, he ain't doing nothing all weekend, right around that little scooter. No. But with that being said, Cameron have a hell of a weekend, and the track conditions, the heat, and just kind of made it all the way to the finals. And so hats off to him. It's a local cat here with us in our hometown, and there's once again just killers going through killers.
And saying that about Cameron, last weekend he didn't have a great weekend. He was struggling.
He talked about that too.
Right?
He mentioned he was on the struggle bus, last week, and I think he went out early. But that's why you grind all week and get back out there. You know what I mean? There's more lows than highs in racing. Let's just put it that way. And
you was on a little struggle bus too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, we'll get into that after a while, but
yeah, you got to keep grinding. I mean, that's why those winner's circle pictures are so cool. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because Larry, there was 11 that came in. Only one's going to get a picture. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Yep. And Larry Hunt here. Larry is half of the Titans. Larry and Al. Larry says it was a great weekend at Mad. You got home a bit ago.
Right on.
But you guys are whipped. Woo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Harper has a great point here. He says, don't run a track with thin skin. You won't sleep.
Ain't that the truth, boy? Yeah.
Man, and Mr. Harper killed it. Like we said earlier, nobody probably worked harder than that Mad crew.
Yeah.
Except for maybe the nitrous guys.
Well, but no, seriously, we'll talk about it in a second too, because we got a picture of Harper putting in work. But we'll give that a shout out when it comes up.
Yeah, Larry Hunt says shout out to the Mad crew. They worked their butts off. They sure did. Rod needs a shirt now that says Stormtrooper. We'll get into that.
Yeah. What's the Stormtrooper deal? Is that from Flying H? Was that the announcer or something? I didn't know that one.
I'm sure it has something to do with white. The Stormtroopers were white. Their things, outfits were white. So I'm sure it has a white reference, but I don't know what it is either.
Yeah, I heard that a little bit over the weekend and last weekend that they were calling me Stormtrooper at Flying H, but I didn't know what the backstory was on that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
Jesse James. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Oh, Jesse James says, good job this weekend. Jesse, your car looked good on the track. Get it worked out.
Yeah, that thing looked really good. That last pass looked like you were getting it figured out, too. I know we got a little loose, but you could tell.
Hit the tire a couple times.
Yeah. I like what Cameron Marshall said. He's a smart guy.
Cameron says, white is right. Man.
Whoop, whoop.
Getting all this white influence here. Come on.
Yeah.
Joe says that's what they called you at Flying H.
Was that what it was? Hold on a second. I got an issue.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you're kind of scrambled there a little bit. Right on. He's got some technical.
There we go. I was running on battery.
Okay.
From the race. I'm good now.
Shane says cone killers. Hot Rod 3, Brendan 2. All right.
That's funny.
We got some more on that later, or at least I do anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Larry Hunt says the coolest car of the weekend was the 54 Oldsmobile. That car is killer. Is that Carl Jones's car he's talking about?
I think it was, right? The Patina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Patina car.
Okay, here's Cameron. Cameron says Larry Hunt, that's Carl Jones. And that's a pretty fresh car. I think Beanie built that.
Put that together, yeah.
It's missing a turbo or something like that. I don't know.
Was it?
Yeah, it needs something cool like that.
Right on, right on.
And we can get him some cool clothes too.
Join the team. You know? Had to fill out an application though, we see get approved.
Well, a mafia is a group of
3 or more.
A group of badasses, and I was the only one wearing it, and just one guy,
I am.
Jesse says, getting closer, data will help. I appreciate it. Great weekend of watching some fast cars is always a motivation. And there was some badass cars for sure.
Yeah.
Mark Westmoreland says, Mr. Harper is certainly a man of his word. I remember hearing him comment in an interview with you guys earlier that he will always give you guys a track that works, and he most definitely came through. Well, and he's right. And if Mr. Harper says the track needs X, I need this much time to do this, or I need to do that, you have to believe him because what he says he needs to do is what he needs to do, and it's going to work. He's showed it time and time again.
Well, absolutely. And that's his lane. And, us racers need to stay out of that lane. And, he's the track wizard. And so, and I like that. No one was even saying anything when they were reworking it, because everybody knows it's hot, the heat's on. And so let's just take a minute, let him scrape or rub or drag or whatever he needs to do and spray. And so that's all good for sure. And we just appreciate having him. But
if he says, I need an hour. If he says I need an hour to make this right, don't ask him in 20 minutes, man, are you done? Are we ready to go? Yeah. No, he knows.
Well, and that being said, we talk about this 399 thing. He wants that so bad for himself. He's so competitive. Like he wants that track, like we're talking right now, right? He don't want us to just be saying, well, yeah, the track wasn't there, just they couldn't figure it out. You know what I mean? Like he wants to have that track just as perfect as I want to run my personal best, whatever that is, or anybody else. That's how competitive he is. And he wants to be a part of that because he has told me twice I've run my last 3 personal bests at his track. And he's a big part of that.
Yep. Someday it'll happen. Oh, check this out. Cameron says Carl Jones wants to come heads up racing secretly. It's no secret now.
Oh, kidding, man. That guy comes over, we're all in trouble.
Man. Yeah, and we've always talked like the Wheeler boys. If they come over heads up racing, man, we're in trouble. Because them guys are good. Dang, that's interesting stuff there. You heard it here.
Yeah, we did.
Josh says, sorry, just joining. Did hear there were first round buybacks at a points race. I know we weren't there, but we will be racing Titans by end of the year. Just asking. We'll hit on that in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm ready right now if you want to let her go.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, just for me, we went to the race and went past first round, and so they call us back up for the chip draw, and of course Devin's already there, and so I pull up on him and I pull by him like I'm going by. He's like, hey Rod, stay here, because how much high energy and everything that Devin has, and so we're just sitting there chilling, and I see like other cars roll up, and I thought to myself, I thought that guy got out, got put out. Of course, when you're racing, you don't know who's all in, who's all out. You know what I mean? Because like I heard, so-and-so didn't make it through, so-and-so, because I'm over there counting on my spreadsheet. Okay, this person's out, that person's out, because like we talked about last week with the chip draws, you might have a couple of killers get each other right at first round,
Yep.
And so if, you can make it through, then you're counting them down. We had 11. Now we're down to, there's a bias. So now we're down to 6. And
hey, and first round, didn't Foreman and Anders draw chips?
Yeah.
First round. Yeah. So there's 2 killers.
Killers. And so then, and so like literally all these cars are coming back up, and I'm just like, look at Devin and I go, hey, didn't they lose? And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, they're probably running the second chance race. That's probably what's going on. But, you can never be serious with Devin. He's like, oh, no, there's a buyback program.
What?
And so I just started like talking bracket stuff, which I have no idea. I'm not, I don't know the language. And I go, oh, so you can't deep stage and we're going to use throttle stops. What are you talking about? Buyback. I thought it was messing around. And he goes, no, he goes, that last round. And I go, yeah, first round. He goes, that's a test pass. What? He goes, yeah, I just put $100 back in and you're on to round 2. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So at that moment, I'm just like, wow, I did not know that. Okay. I just didn't know that. And so, yeah, everybody came back in. So there was 11 cars the first round. And in the second round, there was 10 cars. And so we raced from there. And that's how, it went. And like me and you talked about it before, at the end, once you got past like round 2 or 3, the same people that won out. You know what I mean? So basically it just got to say it just had an extra round, which I get that. People were saying like, well, you're here, you drive all this way, put another 100 up and go towards the pot or whatever it is. And then, you can stay in the game, which in my theory, I thought that was second chance, but like, no complaining, just trying to stay alert on what's all going on. I just didn't know about it. Yeah. But yeah, that's what he's talking about there. But, he brings up a good point about, the whole points thing, if every race, you know what I mean? Because I was watching some 8-5 action and a guy lost first round, bought back in, got the buy, and he's in the final.
Yep.
So I'm like, wow. Okay. Just taking notes,
So that was with that example, did that car win?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really wasn't watching the 8-5 stuff.
Sure.
That
there
close.
Were some fast cars in 8-5. They were getting down, especially in the heat with those slicks. But I think that's what Josh is talking about there. And so
it is, yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting deal. And if Larry is watching on that deal, it's a severe weather alert.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah. Severe thunderstorm warning.
Amber alert or weather alert?
Yeah, weather. Like, why is there a buyback first round instead of like a second chance?
Sure.
Right. Fair question, I think.
It's a fair question. I know, if some of those Missouri Titan guys are on, we don't run the series all that much. I mean, and so we're new to it. So we're trying to just stay up on everything. I don't think this happened last year because we ran a second chance last year and we were in Tulsa. We saw that play out. So it must be new this year for this group, which is fine.
Okay. I was wondering about that, how it worked in Tulsa last year, if there was a second chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but we'll see how it plays out. They're trying something new. And so apparently too, just talking to some no prep guys and that sort of thing, they do that stuff as well. First or second round, you can buy back.
No kidding.
Yeah,
man.
Not first and it's or, because it makes a good point. Like if you make it through first round, but you're put out second, you kind of miss the whole here's an extra $100, So it is what it is.
Just I don't know.
Yeah.
Very strange situation.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about it. I think
I don't either. Yeah.
I think our style of heads up racing where there's points involved, you shouldn't get back in. Go to a second chance and get you some money over there.
Sure.
And let the guys that won their first round not see you again. You raced the same guy.
Yeah.
The second time.
Swapped lanes, and apparently I needed the right lane back because I hit the tires in the gear change and he got me. I wanted to hit him up and say, hey, 2 out of 3, you know. You want one? I want one. Let's see. Whoever's the third one goes to the next round. What's Larry Hunt saying?
Larry, where's he at? Here. Larry says, simply trying to give the racer the best opportunity to win the pot. Second chance was 100% payback. Buybacks put you back in the race.
Yeah, of the main race. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. Just
Jesse, yeah. Yeah, Jesse says, I know Beater Bomb does his races the same way.
Yeah, no prep where you can buy back in first or second round. Yeah. But
Josh says, so do you get points for the buyback since it's second round?
That's a good question.
I'm going backwards on the comments here.
That's a good question, Larry, on that one.
Yeah. Josh says, I like second chance race, but not buybacks in heads up series.
Yeah.
And probably, even when there's points involved.
Yeah, it looks like Larry said, yeah, it's you can't continue on with the points. Now, thinking through it though, you would be down a point, in a point around or something. And then so if I remember right from last week, they were talking about points per. So if you lost the first round and bought back in, even if you won out, you should be down 1 point, if I'm thinking right, because you lost that first round. So you didn't get a point there.
So you're missing that point. Here's Craven says, as racers, we don't realize what promoters need to do to put on a show for the fans. With lower car counts and a chip draw, many times what should be the final is ran in the first round. This gives fans the opportunity to watch more racing for their money.
Yeah, it definitely put another round up there, because to Craven's point, when the second round came, there was 10 cars. Of course, that's a 16-car shootout. I'm sure they would take 30 cars if 30 cars showed up, so you would go more rounds in that way. But to his point of the chip draw, that's what entices, like, not the fastest car to come as well. You know what I mean? Because you get a chance at the chip. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I get it. And Gary and I, we're just talking through it too, just as a conversation here, because, it was for me, it was just like one of those aha moments where, like, wait a minute, what's this car doing up here? Oh no, you can buy back in. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of that. So
yeah.
Cool.
Well, now we know. Now you know. First round, turn that bitch up.
Well, it's a test.
Right.
Like Devin Brown says test, and I get it too, because that's when the track was coming back around. Everybody laid it out. So, but all right.
It's just like what we said. Gives you an opportunity to try something first round too if you draw a heavy hitter.
There you go. Yeah,
you gotta try.
I get that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll back up here. And Carl Jones, Cameron said Carl wants to come heads up race. He says, thanks, Cameron. My secret is out. More interesting than that, knowing that, I think, is Carl is watching our show. So thanks, Carl. Yeah. and your secret is out.
Yeah. Well, we won't tell anybody.
Yeah, we won't tell nobody. We'll edit this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harper makes a good point too, talking about from the track side.
Yep. To catch Mr. Harper here, he says, I want to put on the best show for the racers and the fans. Big numbers are great for both, and I want to be the guy that leads to be the best team in the Midwest.
There you go.
Headed that way, Mr. Harper.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're on track.
But that the 3-second season for the first half of the season, I think, is over.
Yeah.
So beyond summer break. Also, the payout is better for the track if there's only one pot.
Okay. Cool. What's your next picture?
Oh, it's a little better picture of this, these shirts I got from Shane.
They put real money into that, man. That was awesome. I said they put more real money into that. That was awesome.
Yep. I think he said Janelle made these. Suburbs and Sass, local outfit. She does this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's all in good fun.
This is the front, or this is the back here. Okay, this is the front. You know, he's a turbo guy.
Yeah.
This is the back, limp wristed mafia.
Now, are you going to have that branded, that title there? What are you going to do? Copyright that?
I don't know. It's Shane's deal, isn't it? I don't know.
You came up with it.
Oh, I don't know, man. My cup's empty.
Yeah.
Man, I'll be peeing any minute now. We had some. Oh, let me catch this comment.
How about this one right here?
Craven says, "Is a Pro Charger just a turbo with a transmission?" Yes, I agree.
Yes. Is that not correct?
It needs help. It needs help to spin.
Yeah, exactly. I think Jesse James has a good point.
Jesse says, "Wasn't he standing behind a turbo car all weekend?" Oh man, Jesse, I love your car. Woo! Love a good looking Chevy too. Yep. And we had some visitors from the Musics came to your pit and visited us.
Let's see that.
He's still in the closet. Is that Shane? Shane's still in the closet?
Yeah, so
he was practicing that picture. He was practicing a limp wrist. He was practicing. Dave and Amy Music came over to your pit.
Yeah.
And they had these Waffle House. It's a magnet.
Yeah.
And
so cool?
Huh?
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah. It says, let's see, I got a little bigger picture of it. It says, "Follow me to Waffle House."
Yeah.
I tried to stick it on your car and it wouldn't stick onto your carbon fiber body car because your car isn't made of metal, apparently. Right. And I found that out this weekend. Yep. So,
but Steve coming over and making these for us. You know, Dave and Amy watch all the time and kicked off a good relationship with them. And we're always talking about going to Waffle House or Buc-ee's or that sort of thing. So, you know, every time we try to go out of town and, you know, it's 2 or 3 in the morning. So since we don't have toters at the track, we kind of hit a Waffle House at night. And so definitely be thinking of them. So,
yeah, that was cool. And it wouldn't stick to your car, but I got home and I tossed this on the fridge and it slammed right up on that fridge.
Yeah.
Just so there's some difference in the metal of your car and the metal in that fridge. Because it stuck right on there, and you slapped yours on this Harbor Freight cart. Stick on there real good, real metal.
No issues. Yeah, that's a little roll around cart. That's what it takes to the track. So I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't know about
go with us.
I don't know about the body on your car. There's something weird going on there.
I'll tell you.
I tried to sneak it on the side where you don't go, and it wouldn't stick.
Yeah, next to the sticker you were trying to put on there when I caught you.
It shouldn't stick, right? What is this? Craven says, "Didn't it take turbos to make his old Pro Charger car?" Heckman's car. He's talking about.
Man.
Woo! Bam!
Better get the thick skin out. It's coming out tonight.
Huh?
You better have your thick skin on. It's coming out tonight.
That's right. Yeah. That's funny. Craven, how did your deal turn out today or yesterday? Hopefully things went good. So I was zipping around yesterday and hey, Don Irwin was watching. Don, we saw you racing yesterday.
Yeah, man. Great seeing your car out.
We picked up some little red plastic pieces of coupler or something off the track. Something happened or something broke there. We had some little red plastic pieces. Got this picture of the sun started going down.
Yeah.
Shelly and Kurt says we may be in for a rough night. Must be storms coming. Got a picture of some spectators in the stands there. And I took a picture. I kind of blew this up. Some spectators along the fence.
Yeah.
So it seemed like there was a pretty good crowd. There's a lot of cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love about this place too, when you go down the return road, if you're just, you know, cruising back, they're high-fiving and giving you the thumbs up. Kids are waving. it's nothing but a good time. I mean, that's why you grind in the garage, for those moments where people are clapping and doing that sort of thing. So
yeah. There was looked like good car count, good spectators. I don't, Larry and Al would know what the car count was across the board, the index stuff, the heads up stuff.
Yeah.
But man, there was some badass cars. And I got a picture of every one of them that came to the staging lanes for first round here in just a second. But first I got a picture of Mr. Harper on the Scraper 2000.
That didn't work. Looks like he's power wheeling.
He's power wheeling. Yep.
Yeah. No, he didn't work. Before, you can see now that shade's starting to get in that right lane, and it was pretty hot. I think it was 130 plus the track temp, and so it just came over and told everybody, hey, we're going to take a moment, get the lane prep, and we'll go back to some good racing, and that's what it was. As soon as he put in his time here.
Hey, because we talked about this, Travis Gore, I seen just popped on.
Okay.
Travis, do you want to talk to us about what happened to your flex plate and stuff? Because we grabbed this that you posted. You want to tell us about what you found here? This is ugly. Ugh. But we got it. If you want to talk about it a little bit, if not, cool. We thought you might pop in and stop by. So he says, "What's up?" So
you see what he said?
He says, I broke it. You sure did, man. You did a good job, bud. Man. I've had some bad tire shake. Well, tire shake will destroy a freaking car, no doubt.
Is that probably from putting the slicks back on, I'm assuming, maybe?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Zero link, bad tire shake. I've shook my tires and busted a water tank open before.
Yeah.
Cost me the race. I would have won. I say that, but I feel like it. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, busted my water tank and I lost all my water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tire shake's ugly.
Hey, you're missing a few. You need to go up. You're missing 2 or 3.
Oh, I see. Okay. Tornado warning for Newton. Well, that's not good.
No, I'm talking about Craven and Darn Irvin.
Don says Pro Charger Drive parts. Yeah, we was picking up little red pieces there, Don. Dang it. Craven says it made money for the track that we're using to have mass traction do the surface on the entire 660 starting tomorrow. Steve Huntley, a local, won small tire. We are really pleased with the result. Cool.
It's good job, man. That's great.
We still missed you yesterday, Craven.
Yeah. But good to see that track succeeding, putting on the shows like that. That's good stuff. Shelly
says the tornado sirens are going off.
Well, you better get to your little
Y'all
shelter.
Better duck. Dang. Well, be careful up there. Mark says the fans really started filling up around 5 and 6. Yeah, I was watching that and I noticed, in the afternoon it was pretty quiet, but as the sun started setting and cooling off, you could see more. And like where we was pitted behind there's parking, you could see more cars parked along there and further down south. And that's why I drove around and wanted to see what was down there, and it was looking better. So
yeah, I was feeling
spectators. Yeah. Not like Travis says it cleaned up and waiting to go back together next week. Cool. Larry says miss Travis this weekend. Him and his brother Kevin are great people. They are super awesome people.
Nice.
Larry says when Don gets his lined out, look out.
Oh yeah. Love seeing it old fast back there.
How do I know you live in Kansas? Because you're headed outside in a tornado warning. Headed outside to look now. Just be careful. Shit. All right. Back to
one more there from Core. There you go.
Oh, I hit it right when you hit it. Travis said broke the threads on the converter bushing as well. Man.
Oh, wow.
You're rough on stuff, dude. You is.
That's all the tire shake.
Man. We'll get her fixed up. Hopefully everything's cool. Everything turns out good. Yeah.
We miss you out there. Super cool car.
Travis, will you be at Flying H Racing in 2 weeks? We're coming back. So that was one picture of the scraper, another picture of the scraper. Harper doing wheelies. I think he enjoys that.
I think he's doing that on purpose.
Yeah, he's showing off a little bit, But it was cool to see that little tractor in action.
Yeah, it was definitely putting in work.
And Kurt sent me a picture. Yeah, there's some ugly clouds, Kurt. Harper said, he just had to work with the track, and it had to be what it was during the day so that he could work with it at night. And this is what he was doing here, was working with it. But he was able to take the scraper, scrape the stuff off, and then drag it back to fill in the bald spots. And he told us about that thing when he got it, that's a feature he can do with that, is use that device to fill in the bad spots on the track. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
And it turned into a whole different track next round.
Well, even to piggyback on top of that, Gary, I think it was the first or second hit. It was hotter than I'll get out,
Yeah.
And I need to take my helmet to the laundry and wash it because I was sweating. and we, you're watching, so they drag, and then in your head, you're like, okay, as soon as they get the sprayer out, I'll start getting in the car. Well, I noticed they put the sprayer up, so he was walking kind of our way once he jumped off the tractor, and I was like, "You gonna spray?" And he said, "Nope." And if we do not spray now, it'll be better later. And I'm like, "Okay, that's all you had to say." So then we made through, and he was right.
Yeah, you don't stand there and argue with him. He knows he can see the track, and he knows what it needs.
Yeah.
So. And I remember you asking me, "Hey, should we loosen up the front end?" It's like, let's see what Harper does with the track. Yeah. He's gonna fix it.
He is. That's what Tanner and I were talking about. I didn't want to chase it. Like, we didn't make any good licks in the heat, but I didn't want to chase it because I knew it'd be there once. Round one or the extra test, it ended up being an extra qualifier for 100. Then you made it into the real race.
Yep.
When
Mr. Harper says, "I'm going to do this," and the track is going to do this, that's what it's going to do.
Yeah.
You just go back to your trailer and get your car ready, because
that's it. So,
that's it.
Yeah. Shout out to Scooter Rick. Ain't that the truth, boy?
Yep. Mrs. Harper says, huge thank you to Scooter Rick for the Scrape Master 2000.
Yeah.
It's cool. Cool piece.
Yeah,
I went over there and watched
whatever it cost, it paid for it on Saturday. It's all free now.
Yep. Asking Travis about racing next week or in 2 weeks. He said broke the threads on the converter bushings as well. And he said, if my converter is back, he'll be there.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. Cool. Well, hopefully you make it, Travis.
That'll work.
Yep. Cameron says, Don Irwin, it was great to meet you. Such a great guy, class act. He is.
Yeah.
He's a great dude. So friendly.
Yep.
All them guys are so cool.
Yeah, them whole Titan guys are awesome. Got to meet Phillips as well, right? With the orange Camaros.
Yep.
Yeah. Got to cut it up in the staging lanes with those guys for a minute. Just every time we get together, get to meet another person. Cut it up with Foreman for a little while. I mean, yeah, it's good stuff.
I got a mess of red shit heading my way here, dude. I mean, I'm the blue dot.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a comment here. Yep, Shelly and Kurt know Don. He's a good dude. Hopefully I don't lose power over here.
That was cut it short.
Well, I got some pictures of first round when they called first round cars up. All the cars got the staging lanes, so I just went through the staging lanes and took a picture of all the cars because I knew for sure everybody'd be there first round.
Yeah.
I mean, one of these.
Oh. I didn't catch this guy's name to my left. Great guy. I got to talk to him a couple of times. He's got a mod motor in that Mustang.
Yeah, I don't know his name. Do you?
No, I didn't catch that. I know one of the guys on here knows him. I think he's out of Tito's camp.
Yep, Mark was helping him, and
Devin or Foreman or somebody chime in, Craven.
Right.
That's his name. He's a great person. We sat and visited for a little bit.
And you raced him twice.
Yeah. Jim Lockwood. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim Lockwood. Yeah, that's cool.
Jim Lockwood. All right.
Yeah. Cool.
And his golf cart, I don't think you heard this, but Tanner did. His golf cart had a horse. It was.
What was that? What was
that? And Tanner goes, where did that come from? So, and he heard that and he walked over and he powered the golf cart and did it again. And it's loud. It's coming from his golf cart. It was funny.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, well, it's funny because I heard it the first time, and Skylar Tanner's girlfriend's like, "Is there a horse around here?" I was like, "There ain't no horses. That's somebody's horn."
I seen a big red.
Maybe doesn't have power at her house.
Okay, is she coming back here?
No, she can't lock the doors.
Do you need to go for shelter for real?
Kennedy's up dog sitting and she lost power up there.
Yeah.
Well,
if you need to, save the person.
We'll play it by ear here a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, I'm going there.
Okay. Take a battery with you.
I got 3 batteries.
Okay.
She's freaking out bad.
She's never done good with storms.
Yeah.
Okay. Call me if you need anything. Where was we? It's rumbling outside here. I can hear it. It's
right on. Well, like I said, we need to, take care of your family.
Casey's in the shower. He doesn't know I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'll lock the front door.
All right. Where was I?
Gary, look at me.
What?
If you take care of your family, that's okay.
Well, she's gonna go. She's gonna go. She's got a flashlight going up there to Kennedy where she's at. They lost power up there. She's up by New Market Square.
Okay.
So
I'm just saying, if you
she'll we'll see.
We're just having fun here.
Yeah, for sure. And I can hear it out here, so I'm keeping an ear on that too.
We got a good. Let's get to some pictures.
Okay. Cameron says, "Damn, it's rumbling out there." Cameron says, "Who won the limited?" Rich Frost, the blue Mustang.
Yeah.
Mr. Harper says, "I have messed him up before, so now we know what to do. I learned from years of doing it wrong, so now we don't make those mistakes if we can help it." That's how I learned too. I always do shit wrong first, and I figured out.
As long as you write it down, and then
yes.
Yeah.
Rich Frost won limited. Working on winners picks now. Cool.
Yeah.
Craven had the same question. Who was the limited 275?
Yeah, we'll got some winter circuit pictures when we get there.
Yep. So I just blasted the staging lanes here. This is a Phillips car. This looks like this is the 275 car?
It's the Outlaw 10.5 car there.
Okay, it's the 10.5 car.
And then
there's Devin, and there's Russell, Don Irwin, Cameron, Daniel Enders, the winner, Jake Mason,
the champ.
I don't know this guy's name. If anybody knows this guy's name in this Camaro, I don't know. This is an 8.5 car. I didn't catch his name. Mr. Harper said he was there like Friday testing all day. He said he was by himself. He told Mr. Harper he went to a Holly class and learned some stuff, and he was all by himself just doing stuff.
Right on.
So yeah. This guy in the Camaro, I don't know his name. This is Darcy Knowles. She's on the 8.5-inch tire.
Turbo this year too, I saw.
Yeah, it used to be a nitrous car, I think.
Yeah.
I think this is out of the Show Me camp, the Show Me Speed, the Chotes, if that's the name is right, I think. There's some comments here. Oh, okay. Let's see. Bob Thompson.
Yeah.
Is that the Camaro, right? Oh, wasn't that the Camaro that Tanner was asking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah. Real nice car. Pro Charger deal.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal. This looks like the 8.5-inch car of Phillips. This is Adam Phillips. Tony drives the 10.5 car, and Adam drives the 8.5 car.
Yeah, I think that one's 70s.
Yeah, them 8.5 cars were fast. Holy cow. I don't know this car. This was Gary Spaniak in limited 275. Rich Frost, the winner in limited 275. Jesse, he's a local guy, Jesse Mitchell. He was in limited 275. Eric Kuhn, I tried to trade Eric my car for his car.
Yeah. Well, you got to talk to her, don't you?
Well, that's what I said. I was like, hey, I'll trade you cars. And then I'm like, well, it's her car. And
Yeah.
I love that car. It's such a cool car.
Yeah.
Eric Kuhn. Craven says West Choate broke the 8.5s. Am I saying his name right, Craven? I don't know how to pronounce that. Choate. I'm sure I'm hacking it. Please fix me. Broke the 8.5 slick world record yesterday. Dude.
Wow.
You hear that here now? I didn't know that.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So what did he run? The 8.5 slick. Weren't they running 70s?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
76, I thought.
Wow.
Hey, Devin Brown's trying to help you out here.
The red Camaro's junior surface. Okay.
Oh, here
Larry
we go.
says 460. Holy cow.
That is rolling.
That make my big block look dumb. Okay, man, that is so awesome.
That whole class is just, they're figuring it out.
Yeah.
Well, it just shows the surface too. If surface is there, 8.5, let's go.
Yeah. There's Cliff. Cliff was in the limited class.
Yep. Good car there.
Let me get rid of that. Yeah. To finish that stuff, I've got some winner picks, and you had some excitement. What kind of exciting stuff did you do? Tell us about it.
Well, I think Gary's alluding to after first round, we went out and drew chickens again, and I drew the same person, which was, I already forgot his name. Sorry, but Lockwood. What was that? The SN95 car.
Yeah.
And talked to him for a little bit, and the only thing we did is I swapped the. We drew the same chip, but we swapped lanes, and so here we go. We took out, everything was great. Car 60-footed, what it does, and for some little reason, I guess it should have stayed in the right lane, because as soon as it hit high, the converter cupped and it shattered the tires. So it kind of threw me in the marbles a little bit, and then so I was fine. And then I hear him coming up on me, and so I decided to get back into it because we're racing. And I got another cone, and so here it is. I'm the cone master apparently. So I've seen people. There it is, and I had to. I was telling Harper, sorry and everything, and he's like, "Hey, I need my $50, for hitting that cone." Of course, he's just joking around, and he's like, "Well, put it up there for sponsorship," And I was like, I appreciate it, because I felt bad for it to come. But it was a great race with him. And but yeah, I mean, that's racing. So, and luckily that's all that happened. And when we got back to the pit, we're cooling the car back off, and I'm just looking at the data. And you can see at the shift, the drive shaft is spiked. And so, but it kind of messed up the front end a little bit. So I text Jason Metcalf at 11:30 last night. Showed him what's up. So, yeah.
When we walked the track today, did you see me take my phone out? I was trying to do it where you wouldn't see. This is that. I took this picture of this cone today when we was out walking the track, right? So if you're keeping track at home,
do you see Troy?
What? Oh,
Troy
says, hate to say this as a few turbo guy, but you weren't driving with the limp wrist.
I wasn't.
Yeah. Well,
it was on a nice run too. I mean, it's 60-footed, great. Track was there. We put a little bit more power in it, and I was having a good race until I wasn't.
Well, and if you're keeping track at home, if you're keeping score at home, Rodney is at 3 blocks. You're at 3.
We get down.
It's only May.
Man, I've been racing for 30 years. I've never hit a cone.
Well,
hit a cone.
Times are changing.
Dude, we get down and Tanner's hooking this up. And he goes, you hit the scramble button? And I go, no, it was on the shift. And I was fine until I had to restab it and I was in the marbles. That's what got me. And he's like, well, you've hit 3 cones now. Just like that. And I was like, well, are you counting or something?
There they are.
Yeah, 2 for yesterday. Oh,
and
I will offer $100.
And Brendan has 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Mrs. Harper says you got both mile per hour and finish line cone. That's 2 yesterday. Good job. Yeah, right. Oh man.
Well, and just being serious, like after I loaded the car up and you're reflecting, I'm just glad that that's all that happened. You know what I mean? It could have been crazy.
Yeah. Cameron says a lot of us were having problems out further at the shift. You're not alone, buddy. Glad you're okay. Medcalf will get you fixed up.
My man, Cameron, my man. Thank you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, and somebody came out to visit.
Okay.
There's looking at Larry. Would you look at that?
Larry made it over to my kid.
What are you doing?
Yeah, look at it, Larry. And this is the picture I sent Metcalf right away. He's probably asleep, maybe not, but I sent that to him. I was like, I will see you on Monday.
Oh,
yeah, that's
Larry
funny.
Hunt says you guys were hitting cones on the track. Meanwhile, Al is running over safety cones in the pits with his truck and dragging them around. Dang.
Oh wow. Oh my God.
Hey, do you remember sometime last year when I said, hey, maybe when everybody pulls to the gate and pays for their tech card, they should bring a cone with them, buy a cone and bring it to the track. We probably need to be serious about implementing that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Jesse says, I agree. That's when I knocked the tires off also, of course.
Oh yeah. Yeah. On that. Yeah. He's in the left lane as well.
Cameron says, Larry Hunt, I came out of the coach and cones laying everywhere. I was like, what the hell happened out here?
What's going on? Dragon.
Cone Mageddon.
Excuse me, sir.
Man, how did we miss that? Holy crap, that's good.
Yeah.
So you didn't know this, Rod, but since you're a cone killer, we was taking applications for a new driver.
Oh,
I don't even think Tanner knows this.
Am I getting fired?
Well, we were looking for a new driver and we found this.
Oh, yeah. Cool. That was awesome. I'm glad you took this picture.
Oh, yes.
Dude, go ahead and tell that story. I don't know what happened. I was doing that stuff.
Whitney Williams come over and she kind of snuck over real quiet and she goes, she wanted to sit in like the big dragster, like across the way, or junior dragster. But I thought she was talking about the big dragster that was going for rides. But so Whitney brought her over here because she knows that stuff. She goes, "Can she sit in your car?" And you was underneath your car there doing stuff. And I was like, "Hey, can this little girl sit in your car?" And you said, "Sure, of course." And
that's what was that.
She just couldn't get her to smile. Was trying to cheer her up and get her to smile and stuff, but she sat in there and I tried to get a good picture but she did. Whitney said something about Flip being racing in cars like this. So
yeah.
So we was telling her about the safety equipment and the helmet and the buckles and the net and all that. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. She got to sit in there a little bit and
yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
So we was taking applications for a new driver.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, golly, I lose my job if I keep it up here. Yeah.
Mark says if you are making this a habit, Rodney, you might want to wait to fix the front end until the end of the season. That's a good idea.
That was a good one, Mark.
Mr. Harper had an idea. You want to see it?
Sure, let's see it.
He called these cone feelers. He goes, he goes, last night he goes, you need to Photoshop some cone feeler or some curb feelers on. And I'm like, I don't know shit about Photoshopping. So this was the best I could do late this afternoon in a time crunch. So just, you get the idea.
I get the idea. I love it.
He called them cone feelers.
Got my antennas out there.
Shane, maybe you should get on Amazon and buy Rodney's.
Don't give me any ideas.
Oh, okay. Never mind, Shane. Edit that. Edit that. Never mind.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mr. Harper says that's awesome. That was your idea. That was your fix. Oh man, what a good time. Moving on.
Good time.
Yep, funny stuff. There's Jake Mason, the outlaw winner. He says it was a hard-fought weekend fighting the new changes we've made. We struggled round after round, but by the end of the night, we were able to overcome the issues and park it in the winner's circle. It was great seeing all of our Titans family. Thank you to everybody supporting us this weekend, both in person and from home. Also, a huge thank you to my wife for all the help and spending our anniversary weekend at the racetrack. Happy anniversary, Jennifer. I love you.
Nice.
What a cool weekend he had.
Heck yeah, man.
Nice.
Win. Golly, that's awesome.
Heck yeah. Family. Oh, Shane's already got your curb feelers ordered. You might get a t-shirt next.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Mrs. Harper says, I can give you the number to the phone block company. You all can just start making payments to them. or just start buying them and drop them off at the shack.
We're 200 plus a cone. Where you have a cone?
Oh man. Holy crap, that's good.
Yeah.
Here we have Rich Frost. His wife Jackie says, okay, this is you, Rod. Took home the win in the new Titans of 10.5 limited 275 class. We set the bar at 463 at 167. What do you think of that?
I think that's where I'm going to be.
Is that where you're going?
That's where I'm going to be. So, and I'm yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That there was more to this that was like thanking people helping and stuff. Chris Penny
too. I was watching this car.
Yeah. Chris Penny helps him. Chris is super good on the Holly. He's really smart. They've got tons and tons of laps on this car. It didn't just come out yesterday. They've got a lot of data on this car. They've raced it a long time, and it's obvious it's fast. So
yeah. No, that's awesome.
They're going to be a limited hitter for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So congrats to Rich Frost and the crew, Chris Penny and Sean Curtis and you guys.
Yeah.
Good job.
Larry Hunt, I know you're on. Every class like this is the buyback deal, all three, 10.5, 8.5, limited, just asking.
Good question.
Adam.
Oh, get back on my deal here. Yep. Shelly Phillips made a post here. It says, Adam got the win last night in the 8.5 class at the Titans of 10.5 race at Mid-America Dragway. Congrats, bud. So proud of how you handle that car. It's going to be such a fun race season.
Nice.
On a little 8-inch tires. Cool deal.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Larry says every class.
There we go. Cool. Sounds good.
A shout out to Fred. Mr. Huh?
Does he just go out to the parking lot where all the cars are parked, the spectators, and like, hey, can I just use your car for the night and just win?
Mr. I can jump in anything and whip your ass with it in a class. Yeah. So we've seen him win in his Camaro. Didn't he win in this little Sunfire thing that he borrowed?
Like Pontiac Sunfire.
Yeah. Late last year. Yeah.
Dead on.
And then he borrows this dude's Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my man right there, old Fred.
I got a sneak peek at his next race car. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Here it is. Why not? Right? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
This is Fred's new race car. It's just a Brinks money track.
Yeah, that's it. It's already loaded. It's in the back.
Yeah, you don't need to go to the bank.
Get it out. They'll just keep it in there for him.
What's that?
That way they don't have to take the money out of the back.
Yeah.
They just keep it in there for him because he's going to win it.
Yeah, and Fred don't need to take his money to the bank. You just throw it in the back of the truck. Give him my money.
Yeah, put it in
throw
there.
it in the back.
Put it with the rest. You know what I mean? It's like doing a raffle. I got the winning ticket. Just put yours in there with the rest.
Yeah, this is Fred's new race car, and he will beat you with it.
Oh yeah,
dang, Fred's a killer.
He'll go triple O on you. Take the stripe.
Mrs. Harper says the Sunfire is his. Okay.
There you go.
Mark says Fred can race and win in a garden tractor. The dude is incredible. He sure is. Larry Hunt says, speaking of cones, we had a racer several years ago take every cone out on the track. He felt bad and went to the concession stand window and paid for them. The girls in concessions had no idea why he tossed 100 in the window. Oh man. That's a challenge, Rod. Take out every cone.
I guess I'll find one around here somewhere. Oh my goodness.
Dang.
I'm done with cones.
Done with cones? We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's a funny story.
That is great.
That kind of rounds out the Titan stuff. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
The Titan series coming to Matt. I'm glad they hooked up with the Harpers, and I think just like Larry and I were saying last time, that other tracks want to get in on the series and they want to stay around 6, and I don't think the Harpers want to give their date up. So I look forward to seeing them next year. And me and you were talking about it too. The weather just got them this weekend being 90. At least it wasn't raining. Last week it was 74. But it's all plays out. As soon as the sun gets past the grandstands, it's a race. Let's go.
Hey, timing is everything too, because it's raining right now.
It's pouring. Right
It's raining right now.
Well, it was like 700-mile-an-hour wind. And I don't know if you noticed that, Gary, but when we were at the track today, did you notice the wind blowing?
I think it was a little bit, yeah.
See that the windmills were on? That's probably why the wind was blowing.
They had them on high, didn't they?
What Jason Brown said?
When we were going south on the golf cart, it felt like we was going 100 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just to finish up the Titans group, I mean, they're a great traveling group. Everybody's nice and friendly. I know we're all competitive, but they take us in, and it's a good group. And congratulate to all the winners. And I just appreciate having a limited class for some small block boosted stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah. And Larry says, appreciate everyone. What a great group. You guys keep us coming for more. Yep. So glad it worked out for this May, this weekend. The weather, if it was 70s, it'd be awesome. We had good 70s last weekend, but we didn't get rain. The rain held off a day. So that's great. There was badass cars, a good group of people and cars. It was such a good time.
Yeah, it was. So their next outing looks like is June 14th, 15th at Mocan for the Titans.
Yeah. Hopefully and the Harpers will know, and Maybrowers, hopefully the spectators came out and the racers came out and everybody feels like it was a great race.
Yeah, definitely. Well, even the other classes, I mean, as far as 650 index and Nobox and Pro Tree and the 580 index, there was cars. The lanes they had cars in the lane. Yeah,
there was a bunch of either index or bracket cars. There was a lot of cars in the lanes. I don't know what makes a big group of those. I just don't follow that stuff, but it seemed like a great turnout.
Yeah, agree. That's good too. You see Harper here talking about keeping the relationship going.
Oh, we will be working with Larry and Al to continue this relationship. Yes, very good. Yeah, it was a great weekend, man. It was such a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
them guys from Missouri that come up here and raise Foreman. You know, we've said it time and time again, Foreman and Browns, the Brown family, them guys. And man, they just hang out with you and chit chat with you and shoot the shit and just treat you like they've known you forever. It's so awesome.
Right. And just speaking for myself, I'm, you know, basically having a limited car running an Outlaw, and I just want to be a part of it. And they take us in like we're all family and have a good time and dig on each other. And, you know, if Devin Brown, man, he's funny.
Yeah. And in the one of them chip draws there's like, raise your hand. And I said, Devin, raise, you know, he had his hand up. I said, he's short. I said, Devin, raise your hand. He turned around and flipped me off and acted like he's going to kick me in the balls. Raise your hand, Devin.
I think, I don't know who it is, but I think his name is Phil that does the chips. And he goes, what? You guys parked way down here, and you he said something like, you finally listened to me. Devin's like, or Devin goes, well, you told us where to park, we're trying to listen to you. And he's like, that'd be the first time you listened to me. They're just going back and forth. It was so funny. Oh, that's a good group. Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
Paul Heaton, the chip master.
He couldn't count over 12 though. Spaniak because he kept messing up the count.
Oh man, that was so much fun.
Oh, that was a good time, man.
That was a good time. Yeah. Well, Mark Westmoreland says the quality of the cars was incredible.
Yes.
Yep. There were some great cars, badass cars. Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. Well, that ended Titan stuff and today was a new day.
Yeah.
What was going on today?
Yeah, Chris Lovett, right?
Yep.
Yeah, a little benefit deal action out there at MAD. You know, and just think about it too. Like MAD's been all weekend. They're out there Wednesday, Thursday, you know, getting ready, Friday, you know, all night out there till 2 a.m. or whatever. All out there all day Saturday, working it out there till 3 a.m. I think Saturday night. And then up bright and early for this benefit package for Chris Lovett. And it's just an awesome little thing there. So my hats off to the Harpers and for putting that, you know, just keep grinding. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Let me put this up real quick. Mr. Harper says, looking for some big money to draw a bunch of cars for the September 28th for small tire, looking for a 5,000 to 7,500 pot. So help us out. That kind of money will bring a good car count for sure.
That's awesome. Man, will it be a part of that? September 28th.
Yeah. The nostalgia drags.
Yes.
September.
That's their makeup race.
Yep.
First,
okay. We'll
weeks back.
We'll radar on that deal and
on that big time.
That'll need some awesome advertising because guys will come for $5,000. I mean,
that's Gary Putnam there. That's what we're talking.
I don't know about that, man. That's good. That's good to see. Good to know right now. So we can get the word out.
That's traveling money. You know what guys, that is for real? That's Brian Carpenter money. Like he would travel for that.
Oh man, you're right.
One phone call right there.
That's a phone call away, isn't it?
Yeah. And I know people want some of that, and he probably wants that track record back.
Yeah, and he could probably bring 3 cars with him, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen something about one of their red cars coming back home. I don't know the story on it, but all of their stuff is top-notch stuff.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Mrs. Harper says we are going to revamp that weekend some. We'll have plans out soon. Just got behind with mom passing and a few other things that have happened. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Understandable. Plenty of time.
Yeah. Family first. That's awesome.
Uh-oh.
Got some energy going into the fall.
Yeah, that is awesome. That's good news. Yep. We can talk about that all summer while we're hiding in our garage and air conditioning.
You better be getting that other tube on so you can be out there September 28th.
Well, we're working on it.
You hear me, Troy Aves?
Troy?
You hear me, Shane Mock, Brendan Mock?
Hey, hey. Time out.
Time out.
I got something real important here.
Okay.
You know how I can keep Troy Aves in check? I've got Troy's oil pan. What do you think of that? Huh? Troy?
Oh, are you holding it hostage?
I've got his oil pan. He ain't doing shit without this.
Oh my goodness.
It's not going to hold much oil. Oh, man. Hi, Troy.
Oh, my goodness. Troy, he's over here just putting it on you.
Nah.
Troy probably don't even know you got that.
Well, he was over here. He saw it.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He must have failed to realize that I've got it hostage.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Troy says he says I got a free Crown bottle to finish it. Troy, I haven't even started on it. But I got your pan, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be out running 450s in no time.
Exactly. Yeah, you just got to do one more little bead, you know. Get your helmet on. One more little bead coming across.
Oh, poor Troy.
Yeah. What did Mr. Harper say?
Mrs. Harper. Mr. Harper says, well, Mr. Brown said if we got the pot up, we would draw the big dogs.
He's
right.
That's a fact.
We need to get Craven over here and Heckman.
$3.99 night.
Yep. Craven, Heckman, all them guys.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Craven will bring that other car that he's got if he's serious about it, right?
Yeah. That's real.
Yep. Got him, Rodney. Okay. Well, let's roll into Chris's stuff that was today.
Yep.
Move that. This is a cool banner that was in a trailer. Yep. Thank you for supporting Chris Lovett. Lots of sponsors on board for this deal today. Pretty good turnout, man. There was a lot of cars come for testing.
Yeah.
I don't know what the numbers was. The Harpers would know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was real good.
You know, we got out there a little bit after it kicked off, and we're driving up, and you can see
after we slept in.
Yeah, we did.
Woo!
You know, and we could see the cars parked, and we kind of unloaded the golf cart, did a little drive-through, and saw, you know, hell, Mark Brown was there. You know, our engine builder. Got to talk to him for a little bit.
Yeah, Mark and Stefan.
Yeah, and got to talk to them. Just kind of made a circle through. Got to see Shannon and Jordan Campbell, their little Mustang, and but Bobby Saul was there and some others, and you know, it was a good test day for people, and got to come on, get on the track, so it was good. Plus and you know, we can roll through it, but a lot of good energy, you know, just trying to help Chris out, and we appreciate the community coming together, raise a little money for his little situation that he's going through. So all the love and support for Chris Lovett, Andrew, and that team there.
Yep. Troy was the grill master today with the hamburgers and his daughter there. She was holding down the fort with the potato chips and the drinks and stuff on this end.
Heck yeah.
And
$5, you got a hamburger, chips, drink, cookie, plate. I mean, you're ready to go. That's what our lunch was. Troy did an awesome job on the grill, man.
He did
out there. You know, the wind was blowing, but the line was long. This is before everybody got started, and so he knocked it out. Hats off to the A's for helping out there.
Yep, the burger was delicious. I tried to get the guy to cook me a waffle and some hash browns, smothered, covered, chunked, and diced, Waffle House fashion, but
nothing. Huh?
I'm like,
that wasn't on the menu, apparently.
Huh?
That wasn't on the menu, apparently. It was.
Well, I told him I said I'm the customer. I'm always right. I'm the customer.
Oh, yeah, is that what you told him?
Yeah, I did. I said I get what I want. I'm the customer.
There you go. Yeah.
And he wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
He was focused.
He was, man.
He was focused on his menu.
At one point, like he had to take his sunglasses off because they were just covered in, you know.
Yes. Yeah, he said that like grease residue and stuff on them. Yeah. Andrew says Troy Aves knocked out them burgers. He did.
Nice job.
Yeah, it was a good lunch.
Yeah.
Here's another picture from the raffle ticket deal they had set up for different donated items from sponsors.
Yeah. And you can see the yellow cups and the blue cups, pink cups, different amounts for packages there. You could, $5 deal, $10 deals and that sort of thing. And they were giving away little throwaway, car care kits, and there was everything from Holly wire harnesses and that sort of thing. So it was some good stuff there, camshafts. And so hopefully they made a lot of money on that. Every time we went by, somebody was over there looking at something. So plus I think they had a 50-50 raffle.
Troy says no waffles. If I would have had an oil pan, would have had waffles. Let me tell you, you need that oil pan worse than I need a waffle.
I think Troy said it goes both ways. Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's right.
That's great. First of the 50s.
Looks like I'm ahead.
Shop car here, Andrew. Did you make a pass in this?
Andrew had the gear on, and I think he went to make a pass. And I think Tracy sent us some pictures where he give Chris a ride down the track.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Just got them a little bit ago. Yeah.
Okay. And this is an LS deal, right?
I think so. I don't know nothing about this car. I don't know whose it is.
I think it's a car.
Is it? I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, maybe it's Andrew. Now I'm thinking about it. I think they said they donated.
Maybe Andrew can chime in but there's a handful of cool cars testing.
Yeah.
Shannon and Jordan.
Yes.
Had their car.
Yeah. They won the drag race and the car show, even though there wasn't one.
That car's super cool. Yes.
Yeah, super cool.
Yep. It's good to see them messing with this car and going to shake some bugs out of it. And hopefully at the back end of the season when it cools off, hopefully we'll see them back with that car.
Yeah. Beautiful. LS Pro Charger. Very nice car.
Yes. And when we was driving home, I thought of something because I like this car a lot and I really like how it looks. And I thought of something when we was driving home that made me realize how good the car looks. Do you know what's different about this car? Did you catch it? Something like giant is different about this car. Did you see it today? And it took me till we was going home before it hit my brain. It's like, that's what it is. No wonder it looks so freaking good.
All right, everybody, just so you know, Gary wants me to get polished wheels. And so I think that's what he's talking about right here.
This is what it used to look like.
Yeah.
I had no idea they was putting polished wheels on it. And on the way home, like, oh, it was the wheels.
Yeah.
And this is a picture from today that Jordan posted.
Yeah.
This was old, new.
Yeah.
Old. This looks like there's brake dust, black all over the place. It's not, but you know what I mean?
You know good and well Shannon Campbell ain't gonna have no brake dust on his wheels.
No, he's definitely not. Dude, and I'm like, this car looks so good today, man. Yeah. So I'm a little slow. It took me till driving home.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it was the wheels. It's such a good looking car. Andrew says the LS 408 with a E-Force and nitrous. No nitrous hooked up today, though. Pretty sure it's a 4L80 transmission with a G-Force IRS, independent rear.
Talking about the GTO.
Yeah. Mrs. Harper says the polished wheels look awesome. Yes.
No, they do.
They do. Way better than that. That looks yucky. That looks awesome. That looks yucky. Awesome. All right. You get it, Rod?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right. I only got a few more pictures left here. Farm truck.
Yep. So, just here we go again, showing some love for the community. You know, Farm Truck was out there showing his support, walking around, you know, talking to people, talking to the kids. We saw him 3 or 4 different times there with Mark Brown. And of course, Mark Brown at Advance is his engine guy. You've probably seen that from the show time and time, where he's done some projects. And, you know, we just caught him right here. We're all hanging about the fence here. And actually, Kurt Riffle's working on this little truck right here. A clamp came off or something. And so, you know, just want to take a little Photoshop here and photo opportunity. And you know, and just got to talk to Chris here. This is right before we took off. But yeah, it was just nice to see Farm Truck come out and support Chris Lovett. And even on Facebook, I saw where Farm Truck took pictures with, you know, other people and stuff, just showing support for Chris. And that's pretty cool. Can't stop it.
Yep. Really cool deal for Chris today.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's awesome. Great picture.
Yep. Troy Aves, I believe he put this deal together today for Chris, and he just has a thank you deal here. We would like to extend a huge thank you to everyone that came out today to support Chris Lovett. We couldn't have done this without you and all your gracious sponsors. That includes Snap-on, Mac Tools, SX Graphics, Wichita Dyno, Nichols, Holly, O'Reilly's, HHP, ARH, AN Plumbing, Dirt Road Auto, ICT Billet, Track Professionals, Amy Osmond, Aaron Osmond, Josh Bacon, Dale Cleve, Lisa Rhodes, Kyle, not Mike, Riedel, and Gary Harper, or Mr. and Mrs. Harper, or Boy Harper and Girl Harper, as Al and Larry say, and Bill Devine with Bullseye Power Turbochargers, Lisa Hamilton and Phil Nightingale with Mel Hamilton Ford Racing, and the Maybrier family from Mid-America Dragway, and so many more. A giant thank you for helping Chris out today.
Right on. Right on.
Great support.
Yeah. I mean, it just shows right here, you know, we're, you know, trying to rip each other's heads off on Saturday, and then everybody comes together on Sunday.
Yep.
Opens up their wallet. And,
that's right.
Yeah. Great community we have.
Yep. Troy says Tracy Lynn had some great pictures from the Chris Lovett fundraiser. She'll be putting them up soon. She will have available. Cool.
Great.
Andrew Lovett says stand-up guy and super nice. Chris was so happy to see Farm Truck. Awesome. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He's good for the fans like that. He's a fan guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We're just sitting right there where we're at, and this little junior was coming down the return road and he was getting pulled by a golf cart, and Farm Truck clapping and giving him the thumbs up. Good job, buddy. You did a great pass, you know, and it was just cool to see that.
That was really cool. Give him a shout and he waved, and
yeah, good moment.
Troy says, I'm sure we missed so many that were there to help. Sorry if I didn't list them. Yep.
It's all good. They're doing it for love.
Yeah. Woo, what a weekend, man.
What a weekend. What a recap.
So busy, man almighty. Whew. I think I'm going to take Friday off next week and play in the garage on this thing for 4 days. Well,
you got a plan to work on?
I was going to work on an oil pan, but I'm not sure, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. You can get some waffles.
You know, I might wait till I'll wait till I go 450s before I work in that oil pan.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got next weekend's Memorial Weekend. Good weekend, you know. Do family stuff, work on the car and that sort of thing. Bury yourself in the garage with the AC on, and then next weekend, which is like what 30th and 1st, we'll be heading back to Odessa, Missouri. Midwest.
It's Friday, May 31st, and Saturday the 1st, we'll go back to Flying H. I can't wait to go back and see what's changed in 2 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah. Travis Gore still on?
I don't know.
Question for Travis. We'll see if he pops up.
Travis, where are you, Travis? Calling Travis, paging Travis. Andrew says Chris is passed out right now, but he wanted to thank everyone again. We are so thankful and happy to see everyone come support us. Thank you, Gary and Rodney. Cool, Andrew. Man, you don't need to thank us. It's a no-brainer to help you guys out.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Good seeing you today, and you're doing a great job as well. I know you're taking on a lot of extra stuff right now, so everybody sees what you're doing. You just keep being you.
Tracy says, for all the racers who were at the Chris Lovett event today, the photos are complimentary for supporting Chris. I'm working on editing all of the photos and will post them soon. Any racers interested in them, please send me your email after the photos are uploaded to the track page. Cool.
Heck yeah. Everybody doing their part.
Yep. Great racing community that we have.
Yeah. Now I'm just talking about Flying H, with Pro Mod Series. I know it's not going to be like a radial prep, and but the different classes and that sort of thing. I think the class we're going to run, we could run slicks or radials in that outlaw class, if you will.
Yeah.
But, I would have to look into that, but we'll make the decision and go that way.
Maybe take them both.
Yeah, never know.
Maybe.
I mean, if I race in the other class, I have to put like 20 pounds back in. A little light.
the limited class?
Yeah.
20
or 25.
20.
20.
Oh, yeah, at least.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. 20, 21,
Yeah.
20, 21.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 22.
Right on.
Man, yeah. Skylar Dawkins. Hi, Skylar.
So, you just mentioned something, Gary. I'll put you on the spot.
Okay.
You mentioned that you're going to take off Friday.
Yeah, I believe so. I need to start smoking some vacation time.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right?
Yep.
So what can a guy get done in 4 days on his little project? What would be a good goal?
Probably not as much done as I should.
That's all right. And we don't have to
I was thinking today, like I need to go out and clean the air conditioner out in the morning while it's cool. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I'm just assuming it'll be nicer in the morning. I need to wash out the air conditioner.
Sure.
It gets cotton in it. I need to wash it out every year. I need to do that. That's probably a pretty high priority piece, but
sure.
I also need to finish trimming the hatch, get the hatch trimmed in shape so I can actually bolt it on. And I need to figure out the optic armor on the hatch, if I need to get a different piece or just bolt that thing down and let it be. It doesn't fit perfect, but I don't know if they ever do.
Yeah.
Just, it's not a big deal. Yeah, there's quite a variety of things that need done. So to say this can be done in 4 days, I don't have that answer.
That's all right. But we were working on the wiring before, right? We talked through that.
Yeah.
The last couple shows back,
I gotta finish that. Yeah.
Okay,
and that stuff goes to the back of the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit.
Yeah, and I might even need to reach out to Devin to get a new connector for the drive shaft sensor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of looked around on some connector deals and I couldn't see that half of the connector that I might need. So I might just reach out to Devin and say, hey, send what's her name?
Laura.
Send Laura a picture. Be like, hey, you guys if you got this, send it. I need that half of the connector. So just some stuff like that. Do a little bit of footwork. Get the car tidied up on the inside with the wiring, and then jump back to the front here and work on that some more.
Okay.
Like it seems like a lot like this, but pretty soon it'll come funneling down to some real simple stuff.
Yeah.
So the gas tank project gonna be kind of big, but it'll be all right. That's easy stuff for me to build. I'm not sweating that at all. I just need to make a cardboard template and then work off of that cardboard template of how big it needs to be, and that's all easy stuff.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah. Just, you got to put it out, mark it down, write it out, get your little board, check it off,
Yeah. And when I'm done on the inside of the car, then I'm done. I can get out of the inside of the car and come back out here.
Yeah.
So,
where the real fun is.
Yep.
So I see Chris Paget watching. I think he was
there today.
Yeah. I thought I was there trying to, do some hits. I didn't know if he was there yesterday. I don't know if I saw him yesterday.
I don't.
There's a lot of calls. I might have just missed him.
All of the days have been a blur lately.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, today's the day in between Sunday and Monday, and that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So we got to go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what Mark said here.
Progress is progress, Gary. Keep chipping away, my friend. Yep, it is. Yeah, and when you got to custom build stuff, it takes as long as it takes.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, and I spend a lot of time staring at stuff, trying to make sure it's right and it's how I want it. And I've got a gas tank, but it ain't built how I want, so I'm gonna make a new one because I can. It's a dumb excuse. Because I can build a new one, I'm gonna build a new one, and it's gonna hold more alcohol than the other one I had.
Okay.
So just trying to maybe prepare for the future a little bit without redoing stuff in the future.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna leave space in the middle and the front right here. Good place to hang weight, bolt on weight if I need to. The gas tank is going over here. It's going to be at least 5 gallons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all that stuff has to be done yet.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Gas tank's a piece of cake. It's just a time. I know. I already got it figured out. It's just cutting some metal and welding it up.
Yeah.
So yeah. And even when I
run the foot feed.
What's that?
If you want me to come over and help you weld something, let me know.
Oh yeah, you run the pedal, I'll feed the rod, whatever it takes.
I can point.
Yeah.
Look at it there.
Look, Larry, yeah, he's gonna look at it.
Yeah.
And even the gas tank I had, I think Keith wants it, but the gas tank I had, it was 4 gallons. But there's some stuff about it that I want to change because I had to do some stuff I didn't want to do because I had such a tight space over here because there was so much junk in the engine bay. So now that I've got more space to work with, I'm going to do things a little bit different. Yeah, and hopefully I won't bend down and burn my head on the exhaust housing again and get a big burn mark right here. You remember that?
Yes,
yeah, a big burn tattoo right there.
Oh
yeah, yeah. That was burnt for a while.
Yeah,
give me a big tattoo right there. Mark says, totally understand. Aircraft fabricators, man, Rod, we was just talking about this. Aircraft fabricators are always in the mode, even if it is our cars, we want it perfect if at all possible.
Yeah.
That's a struggle.
It is. It's, sometimes it's a curse.
It for sure is, no doubt. Yep. Jake Mason is watching. Jake Mason, congrats on your win last night, man. I was already home and I was already home in bed when you won that. But if I would have stayed to watch that final, I'm not sure I'd have made it home.
You have slept with Devin.
Yes, I'd have had to curl up with Devin, and man, I was whipped.
Seriously, congratulations, car's flying. You made it through the rounds. The champ won.
Yep. Congrats, Jake.
Right.
He says, thanks, guys. Yep. Your car's awesome, dude.
Yep. And happy anniversary.
Yes. Happy anniversary. Great way to spend an anniversary weekend.
Yeah.
Especially when you win. Sweet. Yeah. Yep. Cool. What a great race that was.
Yeah.
It
lived up to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't know, I think a bunch of guys back in the and during Danny's race, he had the couple of the LXS versus the World races.
Yeah, right on.
I think a bunch of them guys came from the Missouri area and stuff back when Danny had those races. But, not knowing this weekend how many of those people was here that hadn't been to Mid-America Dragway before,
Yeah.
hopefully came and had a good time, and hopefully they'll come back.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right.
Yep. Craven says, I was driving home and kept checking your page, Gary, for the live feed. Had to text Larry Hunt at 3 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about live feed on Friday, and I respected and adhered to their rules and wishes, and that's what I did. So
yeah, what was that? They let you do first round on Saturday or something? What was going on?
yeah, he said anything goes on Friday, and first round Saturday was cool, and then they wished for nothing after that. So I completely agree with that and respected their wishes.
Yeah,
so
hey, it's their deal.
Yeah. Yep. That's how we have to work together and
right.
do what we need to do to grow together and do the right stuff.
Yep.
And keep everybody happy, everybody cool.
Yep.
And I told Al and Larry, I said, I even told Mr. and Mrs. Harper, if they don't want live feed, then there won't be live feed. So
no, it's good.
It's I'm just there to have fun. It's it's other people's rules, and I'm there to follow the rules. Mrs. Harper says, thank you for respecting that, Gary. Yep. It's easy. You just, know what people want and you do what they ask.
That's it.
Larry says, got a few fans to come see the event. Good.
Go.
Hopefully the spectator turnout was good. Hopefully the concessions were good too.
I got my fries.
I got my fries too Friday night.
Got my fries.
And I got a burger. Burger on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Fries did not disappoint.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. What a fun weekend it was.
Yeah.
Larry Hunt, great burgers. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. No, good burgers, corn dogs. Hell, I think they even had ice cream.
So Larry, Al told us after the race, we talked to Al and Larry last weekend. Al said after the race, he was going to have to haul butt to St. Louis to a graduation. Did he leave the track early? Did he stay to the end? He would have
took some cones out when he left or something.
maybe that's when he took the cones. He was too tired. And
maybe so.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully he made it to, did he stay till the end? Did he leave early?
Right.
I couldn't imagine driving 6 hours after being at a race all day. Woo.
Yeah. Being up.
Mrs. Harper says, I'm glad you got your fries. My concession staff worked their butts off. They did a great job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did a great job.
The fries were fresh. They cooked them right then. They were fresh, ready to go.
Order. Yep. Sitting there in a little AC with your friends, just chatting it up. We saw Larry and Al over there at the next table, chatting it up with them, and had all the economists there ready to go.
Yep.
Yeah. You could see that extra, I don't even know, 10 feet or whatever, gave him some more space back there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Larry says Al left at 1 a.m., drove to Springfield, and arrived home at 4, then left home at 9 to make grandchildren graduation. Woo, that's rough, man.
Hey, what you got to do for the family.
I left about midnight and got home right at 1, got me a snack to eat, and man, I went to bed and I slept like 2 days worth of sleep this morning. Man, I hadn't slept that long for a long time. It was good.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Ready for a little break, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a summer break coming. It's going to be hot, and it's going to be, racing will be our style of racing will be over for a little bit during the summer when it's just stupid hot. So that'll be when it's time to close the garage door, turn on the air conditioner, and get to work.
That's it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the snow cone truck.
Shout out to the snow cone truck.
Yeah.
That little yellow truck there, right?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, they had shaved ice cream, and I remember it was leaving, and Tanner was chasing it down like he's on the street.
Was he like a little kid?
Yeah, yeah.
Do they have a Crown and Coke snow cone?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see.
Oh.
I'm not saying it didn't. I just didn't see it on the thing.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Woo-wee. Well, are you ready to call it?
Yeah, no, it's a good recap, and appreciate everybody coming on and joining us. And it was a great weekend out there, Good to just see people come over, like, Amy and who else? Jim came by and hung out with us, and of course Mark, and just it's just good to see everybody coming over and hang out and chatting it up a little bit, and a lot of good races.
Yeah, and Ron Rich came out, and that was his nephew, right?
Yeah, that's a good story right there. So his nephew came out, and he lives in Nebraska. First time he'd been to this track, and so Joe Ruiz showed him around on his golf carts and showed him all the cars, and it's just a good moment there to introduce him into the community. Kind of explain some things back of how it works and type of cars they are, and just how this is a little traveling series out of Missouri, but yeah, someone all the way from Nebraska came, checked it out, had a great time, hung with us a little bit in our little pit area, but yeah, it was quite the show. I mean, so great first impression, I hope. Great first impression.
Right. Yeah. So Ron brings this young man, and we may find out in the future that Ron is responsible for wrecking this young man's financial future with race cars.
That's it.
It's Uncle Ron's fault.
Yeah. Well, and now that you say that, I just thought of something. That I've read some stuff about Fletcher Cox and that sort of thing, and I guess he went to the track with his uncle back in the day. When he was probably young in his professional football career there, going to college. Yeah. So.
Oh man. Yep, it was great meeting that young man, and hope he had a good time. Hey, and my daughter came out Friday night. Yeah, she came out Friday, and I talked to her when I went to change out her battery tonight at 4:00. Yeah, she came out Friday. They caught a piece of the first round. They had to bail and go to some other deal, but her boyfriend had never been to the racetrack like that and been around this type of stuff.
Yeah. So
I got him right up in the starting line. I asked Donnie, the starter, if it's okay if they come up here. He's never experienced this, just one round, and they're going to leave. Donnie said, "Cool." He agreed. He said it's fine. So he got
the VIP treatment.
Well, he was in the little corral in the middle there behind the starter area, and that little where it necks down to the end, the little point. So. And he was crouched down. I don't know if he's gonna take a picture or a video, but Devin was in the water box.
Oh.
And I was behind. His name is Matt, and I went behind him, and I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, "This is going to be extremely loud. Just be prepared," because he was ducked down by the rail.
Yeah.
And the exhaust was going to come right by him.
Sure.
I was like, be prepared. This is going to be extremely loud and violent. So at 4:00 today, when I seen Kennedy and I said, "Hey, how did Matt like the racetrack Friday?" She goes, "Oh, he had fun. It was cool." I said, do you like that? The cars and all that? And she goes, "Yeah, he had a really good time." So,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So maybe they'll come out again sometime and
yeah.
And maybe they'll be able to stay longer, and experience some more of it. So yeah. It's about having a good time and getting people out to have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. And she likes being at the racetrack anyway, but
she'll go if somebody is racing. I've seen it happen.
If this goes, she wants to go. Other than that, she's not interested.
You know what I mean?
She's not interested.
Yeah, she ain't going there if her dad ain't racing.
Yeah. Her dad needs to get busy.
Yeah. Like I said the other day, you don't want to be walking her down the aisle. I mean, let's get.
I know. Mark Westmoreland says, we heard a lot of the spectators commenting on the covered bleachers. Totally loved it when it was that hot.
Oh, shout out there. Ain't that the truth?
Yep. That's a cool feature right there that Mid-America Dragway has.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Cool.
Larry Hunt said, miss seeing Chris Maybrier.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Cool, Rod.
All right, let's
We're,
bring our sponsors in, Gary.
give our sponsors a shout out. Let me hit this right here. Bam. Mid-America Dragway is our sponsors helping us out. Partners for 2024 Mid-America Dragway, Ultra Color Collision Repair, Sandlin Iron and Metal Auto Salvage, and Harry Street Carpet. Thank you to these great partners.
Heck yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Heck yeah.
All right, well, great job this weekend, man. Thanks for grinding it out with us, and we'll just hit it again. I'm excited for the rest of the series, the rest of the racing, and appreciate the Titans guys coming in, having a good time.
Yeah, Larry and Al, man, so it's great hanging out with you guys. And it's really fun and awesome having you guys here to talk about stuff with us.
Yeah.
It come back anytime.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mrs. Harper says Levi Maybrier has had graduation this weekend. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It was graduation weekend. Yeah.
Yep. Just need to be at his son's graduation. Right on. Yep. That makes sense.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had some family members doing the same thing.
Yep. Yep. Keith did too. He was partying with his daughter. She graduated last week, and they had a party for her yesterday. And so he wasn't with us at the track.
Yeah.
And but he came out today to Chris's deal to support that. So we got to see Keith today. Yep. Heck yeah.
All right.
We are
Ready?
done. Oh, let me find the smacker here. All right. Good job, Rod. Thanks, bud.
Woo! Nice job.
Yep.
Everybody
Fun.
next time.
Yep. Next week, what are we gonna do next week? Next Sunday? That's Memorial Day Eve.
Yeah.
Right? Memorial Day Eve. We'll be preparing for next week, the week after, going back to Flying H.
That's it.
Yep. Right on. All right.
All right, Gary.
Where comments are done, so we're gonna shut her down. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us again. We had an awesome weekend at the racetrack and talking to people, seeing people, hanging out with awesome racers. One more comment. Ron says, good night. Good night, Ron.
Call it.
See you guys later, and we'll see you next week. Good night, Rod.